The front matter in the IBC has a description of effectively using the code. One of the most important pieces of information is the arrangement and format of the IBC. A table has been created to summarize the different sections and the subjects they cover. The table is replicated in this image. A description of each chapter is also provided to explain what it covers. There are 6 suggested steps that may be helpful in using the IBC. 1. Classify the building. A. Occupancy classification. Compute the floor area and occupant load for the building or space being considered. Determine the occupancy group for which the use of the building or space most nearly resembles. B. Type of construction. Determine the type of construction being considered for the building. C. Allowable floor area. Determine the allowable floor area of each story and the building based on the occupancy classification, type of construction, and the allowable area modifications for fire sprinklers and frontage. D. Allowable building height. Compute the height of the building. Determine the allowable height of the building in feet and stories based on the occupancy classification, type of construction, and permitted increases for fire sprinklers. E. Location on property. Determine the location of the building on the site and clearances to lot lines and other buildings on the same lot. Determine the fire resistance ratings of the exterior walls and opening protection based on proximity to lot lines. 2. Review the building for occupancy requirements. A. Determine the requirements for mixed occupancy buildings, including whether the building is designed as a separated or non-separated occupancy building. B. Review specific occupancy requirements. 3. Review type of construction requirements. A. Confirm the proper type of materials and fire resistance ratings based on the type of construction. 4. Review the building or space for conformance with the accessibility and means of egress requirements. 5. Review the building or space for conformance with other detailed requirements in the IBC. 6. Review the building or space for conformity with the structural engineering regulations and requirements for the construction materials. As mentioned earlier in this course, the international codes are revised every 3 years. In order to provide users information on what portions of the codes have been revised since the previous edition, markings in the margins are provided. A solid bar in the margin indicates that paragraph or section has been revised since the last edition of the code. An arrow indicates that a paragraph or section has been deleted from the code. A single asterisk in the margin indicates that the section that was in that location has been relocated somewhere else in the code. A double asterisk indicates that a section was located from somewhere else in the code.